Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am the Kilted Cajun, and for some reason 2 days in a row I have to talk about Velma. Why? Because people are running their mouths and getting upset, and I find it entertaining as all hell. I hope you do. You do too? Anyway, so what do we have today? Now, this article came out, this lovely little article, October 10th, from Cosmic Book News. Velma accused of queerbaiting, not gay but straight in Mindy Kaling series. This, ladies and gentlemen, is what some people would call woke on woke crime. I don't like those terms, but I still think it's funny. So, the LGBT community isn't happy at all with the Velma HBO Max series. Why, do you ask? Well, partially because there's two series coming out right now. One of them, I believe, is an animated special. What is this? Where's my cursor? There it is. Deadline talks about this one. Scooby-Doo's Velma confirmed as LGBTQ in new Halloween-themed HBO Max movie. So not only are we getting two Scooby-Doo themed shows on HBO, but they're both on HBO Max. One of them is Halloween themed. So, which one do we talk about first? Let's talk about this one, so give you some some basis. I've already talked about the HBO Max, the Mindy Kaling one, and how what a great idea that was to insult the fans right off in the teaser trailer. I'm sure that's gonna land like a fucking wet fart in the back of a car. So here we have. Now, some people have been talking about this. They're saying Velma is going to be canonically a lesbian or bisexual or whatever. Who cares? I don't know about you, but if you're familiar with the Scooby-Doo series, Velma has always, like, for me, just for me, ever since, I've had those feelings, I've always had the idea that, yeah, Velma she was either a lesbian or she was kind of, bisexual, because she always went off with Shaggy and Scooby. We don't want to talk about Scooby. I don't want to get in trouble, so we're going to move on. But maybe it's the stereotype. It's that cliche stereotype because she had the thick glasses and the hair and the way she dressed and all this other stuff. Maybe, she was smart and everything, and honestly, I always thought she was gay. And you want to know how much that bothered me? Absolutely not. You want to know how much that affected how I viewed the show? Absolutely not. You know why? Because who she was attracted to never bothered me. But this whole idea that, oh, she's gay. No, she's not. She's not. She never has been. She's bisexual? Sure. Okay, I'll take that. She had the hots for Johnny Bravo, if you remember that. She's had numerous boyfriends in different iterations of the cartoon. So to say, oh, she's gay, no, she's really not. So she has the hots for this, this cute little thing right here. Cool. That's fine. Who cares? Like, that's my legitimate question. Who cares? Why on earth, first of all, why on earth would you base any of your ideas and ideology on a cartoon character? There are people out there that base their lifestyles on actors, people paid to pretend. But this is even worse. Multiple people joining in to create a character. One person voices the character, one person sits there and voices the character, and the other person sits there and draws it and animates it and colors it and all that stuff. Anyway, that was terrible. Coco Diablo, I don't know who Myrna Velasco is, voice actress, whatever. Oh, loves animals, so hey, Velma's got the hots for a chick. Who cares? But apparently Twitter lost their minds, and it gets so entertaining, at least for me. I find it funny because they're going after each other. But now, back to this Velma. So apparently the Velma series, it's going to be based at, nope, sorry, Velma's got the hots for Fred in this one. So we have this show over here with, Little Miss Thing right there. Velma's got the hots for this girl in the Halloween special, but now in this story, Velma's got the hots for Fred. And people online just got their boxers in a twist. And I find it so funny. So whoever this guy, Tony Cervone, whatever, back in 2020, I've said this before, but Velma in Mystery Incorporated is not bi. She's gay. Well, I'm sorry, Tony, but there is a legion of fans that have been watching Shaggy and Scooby and Daphne, Danger Prone Daphne, Velma and Fred, for their entire lives that couldn't give two shits or a fuck what you try to do to change the character that they love. Velma's not gay. She likes dudes too. You want to make her bisexual? Who cares? People have been making that in little fan fictions for their entire lives. People, they have fun with that, and that's fine. But sorry, Velma has a crush on Fred. Okay. Even the Twitter account for Velma, my secret crush on Fred, has everything to do with whoever this person is. Okay. Daphne has two moms. So, see, this is another stuff. Everyone, they want to try and judge a show's success or failure on how much inclusion it has in it. It's like we don't care about the writing anymore. But, so let's see. Jane Lynch plays Donna, one of Daphne's police officer moms. She should arrest... Wait, what? Because she steals every scene. It's a cartoon. There's nobody chewing the set in a cartoon. There's no acting. Sure, you can have some voice. Well, no, Arcane was amazing with their animation and the facial features. And go watch that. Don't watch this. Go watch Velma. No, watch my video. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. Watch my video and then go watch Arcane. Don't watch Velma. I'm gonna suffer for you. Accused of queerbaiting. So here's where the fun starts. So in the Minnie, I thought her name was Mindy. Hold on a second. Are your editors trash? Your editors are trash. Congratulations, Cosmic Book News. Wow. Now, I'm a blathering idiot, but man, this can't go through editing properly. Where was I? The Mindy Kaling Velma Show, which is an animated adult comedy airing on HBO Max. Daphne has two lesbian moms, but Velma seems to be straight and has a crush on Fred. That's the big news. Twitter user has accused the show of queerbaiting and the LGBT community is in uproar. Why? Why are you basing your identity, your life on a cartoon? If you want to relate to different aspects of the character, sure. But if you can only relate to them because if she's gay, you can only like the show if she's gay. That is shallow and superficial, and you need help. Thanks for the queerbaiting. Now, I've talked to one of my tiny clones, well, not so tiny anymore, about queerbaiting in entertainment and everything. And yes, there's a lot of queerbaiting going on, and the LGBTQ, that's a tongue twister, community, that's what she said, is honestly, from what I understand, correct me if I'm wrong, they're getting really tired of this bullshit. They're tired, a lot of, your average everyday that doesn't spend their life on Twitter regurgitating bullshit finds this to be insulting. Representation is one thing, but representation simply for the sake of representation is trash. And more people on both sides of the aisle are speaking up about it. So let's read some of these little quotes we got here. Thanks for the queerbaiting. Another fan that is apparently unhappy also replied, "You could have tweeted literally anything else to announce Fred's voice actor." Why? They're just announcing that Velma's got a boyfriend, or she's got the hots for Fred. Okay. Another fan is now no longer interested. This is the superficial shit we deal with. Another fan is now no longer interested in watching the show anymore. Quote, "I was looking forward to this show." I'm not going to do these voices. No, I'm not. I'm going to end up doing them anyway. "I was looking forward to this show, actually, even though it seems like it's getting a lot of flack because they came out insulting the fans. But now I'm kind of not interested anymore." Why? Because Velma's not I sat down and have suffered through 8 episodes of She-Hulk because I wanted to see what they were going to do with the character. I had very minimal expectations, but I gave it a chance. Regardless of the advertising, the promotional material, everything the people said about it, regardless of any of that, I suffered through it. And even with the leaks showing up online for the final episode, I haven't watched any of them because, damn it, I'm going to suffer for one more final episode just to see. That was overly dramatic. But disgruntled fan, they're not happy because Velma has a crush on Fred. You're not, if you're not even willing to give it a chance, what does that say about you? I myself, I try not to be a negative Nancy in any times, but I'm willing to give most shows a chance. There was a lot of stories behind Rings of Power, a lot of disgruntled fans who didn't like the direction that they were going. They still gave it a chance, found out the writing was piss poor, at least in their opinion, and they said as much. The same thing happened with HBO's House of the Dragon. Same sort of marketing, race changes, different changes made to the story. Of course, George R. R. Martin was involved. They gave House of the Dragon a chance, and they are thoroughly enjoying House of the Dragon. I gave Andor a chance, despite where I thought Disney was going to go, and I'm enjoying Andor. But this one little thing, Velma's not gay. Velma has the hots for Fred, so I just can't watch it anymore. And you want to call people like me istophobes? Methinks thy hypocrisy knows no bounds here. Let's go on with some more quotes. You just alienated a ton of people who had been excited about the show. No, actually they didn't. Because Twitter is not a real place. Like it or not, likes and retweets on social media do not equate to ratings and profit. People like myself who put their money where their mouth is. If they're going to judge a comic book, as an example, just saying, I went and bought the comic book. I read it. I decided, I made a video on my opinion. And a whole lot of people watched it. Thank you. Moving on. Well, gay Velma didn't last all that long. Well, no, she's still gay or bi, whatever. I'm going to call her bi. Piss off. She's still bisexual in the Halloween special, and that comes out before this abomination. You know, Velma, not Scooby-Doo. It's not Scooby-Doo because Scooby-Doo's not going to be in it. I ramble. Sorry. Alienated a ton of people. Nope, just Twitter, and that's nobody. So the recent trailer released... Oh, it's been disliked over 200,000 times. Let's go take a look at that. The official description of Velma. We'll go ahead and do this. I'm not watching the teaser trailer again. I've already watched it entirely too many times. Velma is an adult animated comedy series telling the origin story of Velma Dinkley, the unsung and underappreciated bullshit. She was never underappreciated. Brains of the Scooby-Doo Mystery Inc. gang. You need to take this word out of your description because Scooby-Doo's not going to be in it. Therefore, you can only call it the Mystery Inc. gang. It's not Scooby-Doo. The fact that you want to know what is going to alienate a lot of fans more so than this dumbass teaser trailer did? You came out and said Scooby-Doo's not in it. That is going to turn off far more fans than making Daphne Asian, than making Velma South Asian, or making Shaggy black. Those changes are superficial. They are surface level. People will still be willing to give it a chance, but you took Scooby-Doo out of the show. Adult animated or not, R-rated, whatever. You took Scooby-Doo out of it. You just alienated a vast majority of anyone that would be willing to watch this show. When it boils down to it, ultimately people are going to have criticism of a show when you do race and gender swaps. That is an automatic criticism from fans who have been following franchises like Scooby-Doo, like Game of Thrones, and like Tolkien, such as Tolkien. You're going to have those superficial criticisms because it scares people. It warns them that it's an ideological change. What else are you going to do with the show? However, those people are still going to give it a chance. I will, despite my better judgment, because I have terrible judgment. I've watched She-Hulk. Despite my better judgment, I will still give Velma a chance. I'm still going to watch the Halloween special because it's Scooby-Doo. It's from my childhood. I'm old. Leave me alone. I'm not a boomer. I'm not the boomer. But I'm still going to give it a chance. For someone to sit there and say, "Oh, Velma's not gay. Fuck the show." No, I'm not even going to do that. So, speaking of the dislikes, let's go over here. As it stands now, based on the little, the the Chrome extension that's still out there and available. How accurate is this? I don't know. I don't have a big enough channel to do my own judgment. But based on that little extension, 26,000 upvotes to 200,000 downvotes. Now, why are people downvoting it? Is it because the trailer is insulting the fans right off the bat? Is it because there's no Shaggy? Is it because Velma's not gay? I'll give you three chances and I'll give you 3 guesses, and the first 2 don't count. I kind of think it's because Scooby, the lack of Scooby-Doo. or it could be insulting to fans. I just got a kick out of this little article. The whole queer baiting thing. Accused of queer baiting. Like, first, you make a show with ideological changes, but they're not ideological enough. So now you have woke on woke crime. They're chewing at each other, they're attacking each other. And people like me who just want to be entertained, we just want a good story. We don't care. Ultimately, no. We don't care about the race swaps, the gender swaps, the sexuality swaps. We don't care. We just want a good story. Give us a good story and you'll make money. Hand over fist. I talk about Arcane. That is the most fantastic animated show that I've watched in a very long time. And well, at least until Cyberpunk Edge Runners came out, because that was awesome. That's not for don't let your kids watch that. Dune, Denis Villeneuve's Dune. I thought that was fantastic. It's very slow, but I'm going to end it right now. Entertain us, Hollywood. Write good stories. That's all you have to do. Write good stories. You'll make money. You'll get the fans back. Stop insulting us. Y'all have a good one. If you like what I have to say, leave a like, leave a comment. Thank you to everyone who has decided to subscribe to my channel. I think I'm growing. I don't know. Keep it coming. Share, like, comment, dislike, whatever. I'll talk to you in the comments. Bye.